games, two teams with huge expectations this season.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. I mean, this really could be a foreshadowing of the playoffs. I mean, neither side wants to give in to the other, so I think we've got two playoff teams here.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1. He gets it in there.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
Here's Bledsoe. Doesn't go that time. Westbrook with the nice D there. Harden against Matthews. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send him to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the stripe.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, James Harden.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Just 3 on the clock. That one goes in.
Man, I like the confidence from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's so good at playing within himself, taking his time, measuring the shot, and then knocking it down.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets ahead. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter about to get started. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Rivers, and it's House in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got 6.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Ilyasova passes to Connaughton. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league. Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
And here's Giannis. The 3. And no good that time. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Rockets lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, their shooting accuracy was on.
And And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And Middleton is just the total package, not just a scorer, but a terrific passer as well.
For 3, Westbrook. They get the rebound. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
The Bucks trail.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Giannis for the lead. The shot will not fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Rockets ahead. They're up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. The lead is 2. We've got Russell Westbrook. He's out there with Austin Rivers. E.J. Tucker is out there with Gordon. And it's House with the power forward. It's the 5 for Houston right now.
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 4. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
You know, Bledsoe is so athletic and plays with such great energy, it's hard to defend him sometimes without fouling.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
You know, one of the things I'd like to see Bledsoe improve on is his passing. Other than that, I think his overall game is pretty solid.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. It's deflected.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
And it's Houston's ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting for Houston, Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. an incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Fearless is the only way to describe Korver on that one. He loves getting the chance to sink those clutch baskets right in the face of the D.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're ahead by 4. 11 seconds left in the game. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 6. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
Here's Lopez. Can't connect. So Houston wins it even early on in the